Don't forget to hit the like button and click on the subscribe. Hello YouTubers. Yep, it's another exciting episode of Paul Opens Random Stuff. Bit of packaging. Didn't quite go in the bin. There we go. A high-spec corded jigsaw with accessories. Now, some of you would have seen, there we go, do not open, do not remove. What? Do not open, do not remove. So I'm stuck in this conundrum now. What do I do? Some of you would have seen I was going to cut the bottom part of my bumper off with my Dremel, but I decided I'd order a new tool. They're so cheap. Yeah, that way I can cut the bumper. Didn't think not the Dremel, I didn't think the grinding tool, cutting tool I bought was up to the job, unless I got different blades, and I thought, well, I need one of these. So yeah, I think it was about £20 or something like that. Next day delivery. Yeah. Anyway, let's get it out and have a look. Oh look, a metal thing. Ugh. So the actual box is the box they shipped it in. Right, okay, I get it. So I should have a selection of blades, which I literally do. Those actually look like spare brushes for the electric motor. Hopefully they're spares, and I've not got to build it myself, because these brushes actually sit on the armature of the motor, and when the motor rotates, they kind of, yeah. A random screw. Anyway. Let's have a look. As it says, it's a high spec trigger for action. I don't want to cut my new desk. Yeah. That obviously locks it on. Yeah, it does. And trigger to release, a trigger to run, button to lock, trigger to release. That's good. Yeah, let's get this set up. Obviously I'm not going to test it out on my desk, but I'll get a blade in, get outside, and then show you what I'm going to do to the bumper. And hopefully I can just do one cut across the bottom of the bumper, line it up on my car, realise that it's going to be too low to the ground, so I'll have to cut another bit off, and then obviously once I get the depth of the bumper right, then I can add a little lip to it maybe, or a splitter that goes under the front of the car, and yeah, then it's all the prep work of sanding off the paint, smoothing it and spraying it. I think I'm probably going to do it black, yeah, as it's an attachment. Let's see. Anyway, let's get out and have a look. Here we go, YouTubers. Another video. Oh. Being buzzed by the police. In this video, I'm just going to be measuring and working out the height I've got on my front spoiler. So I'm just going to roll the car back a little bit. Got my pen, tape measure and paper. So yeah, that's the driveway in, that's right, take it out of gear. That's the driveway There you go, like on the nose. Car's not been started in over a week. Yeah, the driveway levels off a little bit at the top. So I'm just going to put the car there. And that way, even though the car's on an incline, the distance between the corners of the bumper and the ground are relative to the rest of the car. Right, I've had a quick look, and according to my tape measure, I can actually cut this much of the bumper off and use it. But there's a handy line on the inside of there that runs below that bit. But I may end up cutting it here across there and having that, because I mean that's just, don't know, maybe a bit extreme, but for the time and effort involved, I'm just going to run along there with a jigsaw along this line and then try and use that bit. Not too sure about that, because the curvature of that will actually bring that end closer to the wheel, which may require me to put a straight line across there, but we shall see. Yeah, it may end up with me just using the very top part. I say top part, but I mean this part here, because that's quite a substantial lip to go on the bottom of a car. But as you can see, it's going to need a lot of prep work, but if the idea works, it'll work well. Yeah, let's go and get my jigsaw and give it a go. There we go, I've just done a rough cut basically along that line. That's the bit I thought about inverting, so I'm now going to carry it around, because obviously this edge I'll put like some kind of folded over lip on or something, or actually a little lower lip if I can attach it to that. But if it's too low, then I'm going to take it from there and try and follow some kind of line around there. Right, let's carry it through to the front and see what it looks like. So, that may be a bit too big. It would work, but the sides, bearing in mind the plan is to have this flush with that. Now the only other way I could do it is to cut this bit off and have that sit flush with that, and use that as the joining strip. I mean, it's got a definite lip about it, but it's probably too much. People will make comments about it being a slow plough. So I think what I'm going to do is go back to my original plan of cutting it there, which will still drop the front of the car by about that much. Yeah, so let's give that a whiz and do that. Well, I've gone along, I've cut the edge, I've done both sides. Obviously, yeah, there's lots to do. I just want to see if it fits, and if it does, then I can begin work on it. Clean the edges up, you know, I want to flatten this profile off a bit and then build it up. But let's go around to the car and see what it looks like on the car, and hopefully it won't be like a snowplow. Well, it's windy, very late in the day. Yeah, I don't know if I need to trim these edges here to make the profile straight, but I think that will work. So what I need to do is obviously get the car up on ramps, actually fit it, and then see how it hangs. Yeah, like I say, I'm sure these edges I will have to make straight because they currently go down a bit, but we'll get there. I'm almost being blown off my feet. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bit of a video, but I'm going to push on with this and try and see if I can get it to work, because it does look a lot better already, and it was free effectively. Anyway, so join me hopefully in a less windy episode of the Carina journey, when I don't know what I'll be doing. Something cool.